Hello and welcome to a new class. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. It's good to see you again. I'm really glad to see you again. It's a pleasure. It's a delight to have you back every day. And I'm starting to recognize faces. So I'm starting to feel more at home teaching English because I can see my students and I can see the same ones every day. So I'm delighted to know that you are happy with the course and progressing. Class number 154. Not bad. We're certainly making progress. We're certainly making progress. Undoubtedly, there is no doubt in my mind that we're moving forward. Okay, let's do some review. Let's go over the list from yesterday, shall we? Camera one. Ten cuidado con lo que escribas. Be careful with what you write. Be careful with what you write. You could offend some people, okay? You have a lot of readers, and your readers are not all the same. Your readers from the complete spectrum of ideas and politics. So be careful with what you write, okay? Think before you write something. Estás nadando contra corriente. You're swimming against the current. Corriente, current, current. Alternating current, direct current. You're swimming against. Fijaos en la pronunciación de against, no against. Against, gin, bin, tin, rin, tin, tin. Against. You're swimming against the current. Yes. It's an uphill fight. It's tough. Mis acciones cambiarán el curso de la historia. My actions will change the course of history. You'll see. My actions will change the course of history. Yes. Piénsalo antes de tomar una decisión. Think about it, eh? Think about it, think about it, think about it, think about it. No existe en inglés, think in. I've been correcting that mistake for 35 years. And if I continue teaching for 35 years, which I seriously doubt, I will continue correcting it. Don't think in Spanish. If in Spanish it's pensar en English, you know it's not. It's pensar sobre o acerca de. Think about it. Think about it before making a decision. Before is a preposition, therefore. Making is in the ing form, the present progressive or the gerund. Think about it before making a decision. Te aconsejo que lo pienses. I advise you, my friend, I advise you to think about it. I advise you. No, I advise you. 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 I advise you to think about it. Think about it, 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 think about it. No es un asunto a tomar a la ligera. It's not a matter to be taken lightly. It's not a matter to be taken lightly. Don't take this matter lightly. This matter is to be taken seriously. Don't make fun of this. Many people in this country desperately need to improve their English. Don't take this matter lightly. Many journalists in Spain take this matter lightly. They say, Spanish people, why don't Spanish people learn English? Okay, no. It's difficult to learn a second language. Not only for Spanish people, for Turkish people, Russian people, Chinese people, etc. It's very difficult to learn a second language. It's very, very difficult. So don't worry if you have problems. It's normal. I had problems learning Spanish and French. Don't worry. All right, but it's not a question to take lightly. It's not a matter to be taken lightly. De haberlo sabido, habría vuelto antes. If I had known, el padre de él, Fayed, if I had known, I would have come back sooner. I would have come back sooner. Pasado condicional. De haberlo sabido, si hubiera sabido, si lo hubiera sabido. If I had known, en inglés no decimos si lo hubiera sabido, se dice si hubiera sabido. If I had known, I would have come back sooner. I would have come back sooner. Si todo va según lo previsto, llegaremos a tiempo para ver el segundo acto. If everything goes as planned, we'll arrive in time, no on time, we'll arrive in time to see the second act. If everything goes as planned. For people who are working in companies in the professional world, this expression, if everything goes as planned, memorize it and put it into your active vocabulary because it's used all the time. Si todo va, the same in Spanish. Si todo va según lo previsto, it's the same. If everything goes as planned, we'll arrive in time to see the second act. Number 9, mandé las muestras al laboratorio. I sent the samples to the lab. I sent the samples to the lab. Or, American English, I sent the samples to the laboratory. Or, British English, I sent the samples to the laboratory. Laboratory, I think. But common to both sides of the Atlantic is the lab. I sent the samples to the lab. Necesito tu aprobación para comenzar la producción. I need your approval to start production. I need your approval to start production. Or, I need your authorization to start production. Or, I need your approval to begin production. Or, I need your authorization to begin production. Okay. Está ahora pasando su expediente. I've been looking over your file. Escrito I've been looking over your file. Looking over is repasando. Going over is línea por línea. It's going over is very thorough. Looking over is I've been looking over your file. I've been looking over your file. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover. Significará trabajar estrechamente con la gente de marketing. It will mean working closely with the people in marketing. With the people in marketing. It will mean. It will mean. Contracción. It'll mean. La contracción de it will. It'll. Suena como la palabra pequeño. Little, sin la L. It'll. Será pequeño. It'll be little. It'll mean working with closely. Estrechamente is closely. Okay? Tengo una amistad estrecha con Manolo. I have a close friendship, a close relationship. It'll mean working closely with the people in marketing. All right. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Hello and welcome back. Here we are with the summary. Well, welcome to the class. We're going to start with a summary of the last class. As you can tell, my name is Kyle, and I'm here today with Anna. How are you, Anna?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. So, Anna, we're going to talk about some adverbs that are often followed by the word enough. So we'll have, for example, curiously, interestingly, interestingly enough, strangely enough, oddly enough, surprisingly, luckily, fortunately. These words, enough. So I'll give you some information. You can form the sentence, all right?
Okay.
No problem? So it was strange. He was only wearing a pair of blue jeans.
Strangely enough, he was only wearing a pair of blue jeans.
Yeah. Strangely enough, he was only wearing a pair of blue jeans. All right. It was interesting. Some of the money was never recovered.
Interestingly enough, some of the money was never recovered.
Interestingly enough. Interesting. Interesting. 3 syllables. Interesting. Interesting. Here, interestingly enough, some of the money was never recovered. It was odd. There were still some parts left in the box when he finished assembling it.
Oddly enough, there were still some parts inside.
Yeah, left.
Left in the box.
Yeah.
When he assembled it.
When he finished assembling it.
When he finished assembling it.
Yeah, oddly enough. Have you ever done that? Like you take something apart, you put it back together again, and there are still 3 pieces there. Strange experience. Oddly enough, so it was surprising. They beat the home team by 3 goals. Try this one at home. It was surprising. So you could say, surprisingly enough, they beat the home team by 3 goals. Right? He was lucky. He found the restaurant by chance.
Luckily enough, he found the restaurant by chance.
By chance. By chance, right? Mm-hmm. How do you say by chance in Spanish?
Por acaso?
Or por casualidad, like by chance, right? Just randomly. He was lucky. Luckily enough, he found the restaurant by chance. Okay. He was fortunate. There was 1 room left in the hotel.
Fortunately enough, there was 1 room left in the hotel.
Right. At home, fortunately enough, there was 1 room left in the hotel. It was odd. The dog didn't want to eat. So at home, oddly enough, the dog didn't want to eat. How odd. Right? Oddly enough. It was surprising. They had run out of beer before the concert even started.
Surprisingly enough, they had run out of beer before the concert even started.
Yeah, surprisingly enough. Okay. Very good. Surprisingly enough. Good. Okay, no problem, right, Anna?
Right.
Piece of cake?
Yes.
Piece of cake. No problem. Let's move on to our translation list. A little review with translation list number 55. Okay? The first one, ten cuidado con lo que escribes.
Be careful with what you write.
Be careful with what you write. Very good. Be careful with what you write. Very good. Estás nadando contra corriente.
You're swimming against the flow. Oh.
You're swimming against the corriente? At home, you're swimming against the current.
The current. Okay.
You're swimming against the current. Have you ever tried to do that?
Yeah.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yes.
You're swimming against the current. Against the current. Mis acciones cambiarán el curso de la historia.
My actions will change the course of history.
My actions will change the course of history. Wow. Got a powerful sentence there, right? My actions will change the course of history. Piénsalo antes de tomar una decisión. At home. Try this one at home. Think about it before
Making a decision.
making a decision, right? Before making, gerund, right? Before making a decision. Think about it before making a decision. Te aconsejo lo que pienses.
I advise you to think.
Que lo
Okay.
pienses, excuse me, que lo pienses. Te aconsejo que lo pienses.
I advise you to think about it.
Yeah, I advise you to. I advise you to think about it. Sure. No es un asunto para ser tomado a la ligera.
Oh, it's not a subject to be a matter to
Okay, a subject or a matter to be
taken. To be taken.
to be taken lightly.
Okay.
We say it's not a subject to be taken lightly. Repeat.
It's not a subject to be taken lightly.
Yes. Ren, repeat that at home. It's not a subject to be taken lightly. Right? Learning English, it's serious. It's not a subject to be taken lightly. Okay. Great job, Anna. Thank you. Good job to you at home, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
All right. Welcome back. I'm starting to get angry. Yes. I'm starting to get angry with the people who work here. Working with people, in my next life, I'm going to find a job, a type of activity that doesn't require working with people. Okay. Because I get angry when I work with people. I get irritated. I go crazy. They drive me crazy. I'm going nuts. I'm going to hit the roof. I'm blowing my top. I'm blowing my stack. I'm going ballistic. Wow. A lot of expressions. And I probably forgot one. A ver, la lista es aquí. To get angry. No problem. Bueno, let's go to camera one and review these, shall we? Camera one. Okay, enfadarse is to get angry. To get angry. To get upset is disgustarse. Upset. Todo junto, upset. Que es un enfado interiorizado. Angry is un disgusto exteriorizado. So to get upset is interior, more internal. And to get angry is to blow up. Estallar. To blow up is volar un puente. To blow up a bridge. And to blow up is estallar. La bomba puede estallar en nuestras manos. It can blow up in our hands. This problem can blow up in our face. This problem. To blow up. And to blow up is just cuando uno estalla de rabia. And you blow your top. You lose your temper. You blow your top. You lose your temper. We say perder el temperamento es perder los estribos. Once you get angry, really upset, and boom, you blow up. You lose your temper. And you start screaming and shouting at people. And people are afraid because you have lost control. You have lost your cool. Yeah. And when you blow up, you lose your temper. You blow your top. Se abre la coronilla, la cabeza, y va el humo saliendo como una chorrada de humo, de vapor por la cabeza. It's to blow your top. Top es la coronilla aquí, el tope de la cabeza. To blow your top. All right? It's to lose your temper. It's to blow up. To get very angry. Yes. To lose your cool. Perder la calma. Yes. All right? To lose it. Lo ha perdido. Simplemente con it. Se entiende que he has lost his temper. Ha perdido su temperamento, decimos en inglés. Ha perdido los estribos. Los ha perdido. He has lost it. He's lost his temper. He hit the roof. The roof es el tejado. ¡Pum! Iba como un misil balístico. ¡Pum! And he hit the roof. He was so angry. And finally, to go ballistic. Literalmente ir balístico. Como los misiles balísticos intercontinentales con cabezas nucleares. To go ballistic. My sister says that a lot. To go ballistic means to really blow up. And when you blow up, when you lose it, when you lose your cool, when you go ballistic, when you get really angry, when you blow your top, when you lose your temper, often you lose control of yourself and you go crazy. To go crazy is volverse loco. To go crazy. I'm going crazy now. Teaching so many hours on television, it's having a profound effect on my mental stability. And maybe I'm going crazy. And when you begin to lose touch, lose control, lose touch with reality, then the inputs that you receive penetrate in a different way, and boom, you can blow up. You can blow your top. You can lose your temper. You can lose your cool. You can lose it. You can go ballistic. Yes, and you can hit the roof. Olvida uno. To get mad, to get angry. In the United States, it's very common to say get mad. In fact, when I came to Spain and started teaching English, of course, I started teaching the expression to get angry, para enfadarse. And I remember, this is in the 1970s, I said to myself, I have never said to get angry in my life. I said get mad. They get mad. Mad has two meanings. Mad means loco, como mad cow, vacas locas, mad cow disease. But mad means enfadado, mad. Especially in the United States and Canada. No te enfades conmigo. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Don't get angry with me. Don't get mad at me. I'm only an English teacher. Come on. I come here to teach English. If you don't like this program because the lights, or it's not my fault. I'm just a teacher, profesorito de pie, de inglés. I'm nothing else. I'm here to help you. Don't get mad at me. I'm doing the best I can. Come on. Besides, you shouldn't get mad. You shouldn't get angry. You shouldn't lose your temper so easily. You shouldn't lose your cool so easily. You shouldn't blow your top. You shouldn't hit the roof. You shouldn't go ballistic. Yeah. Come on. You should keep your cool and not lose your cool. You should keep your cool. Cabeza fría. Yes. Yes. They say, some people say in Spanish, paso de buey. Yes. Cara de tonto, paso de buey, dientes del lobo. I don't know if I agree, but it's an interesting image. Okay. But in your case, if you're going to lose your temper every other day, un día sí, otro no. If you're going to lose your temper every other day, we have a problem. You have a problem. If you're going to lose your cool every other day, you definitely have a problem. Definitely no significa definitivamente. Definitely means sin duda, sin lugar a dudas. You definitely have a problem. If you're going to hit the roof every time something doesn't go your way, you need to see a psychiatrist, my friend. If you're going to blow your top every time something is not exactly the way you like it, you have a serious problem, my friend, and you are not very well adapted to this world. Yes, to get angry, to get mad, to lose your temper, to lose it, to blow up, to blow your top, to go ballistic, to go crazy, wow, to go mad. Yes, and to flip, dicen los británicos. To flip out is different, to flip. Okay, very angry people today. I'll be back after our sponsors. If you make that mistake one more time, I will go ballistic. Como misil balístico. All right? If you make that mistake one more time, I'll blow up. If you make that mistake one more time, I'll blow my top. If you make that mistake one more time, I'll hit the roof. Pegaré contra el tejado. Subir como un cohete. I'm so angry. I'll hit the roof if you make that mistake one more time. If you make that mistake one more time, I'll get very mad at you. If you make that mistake one more time, ¿cuál me falta? I'll get angry. Okay, to get angry and to get mad is not so strong. The others are more expressive, to go ballistic. All right, I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Hello and welcome to Bago en Inglés 4.0, and I'm going to speak very quickly for the rest of the class. No, I can't. I can't speak that quickly for the rest of the class because then you won't understand a word I say. No, I'm going to speak at a normal rhythm for you, okay? How are you? I have a lot of energy. As you can see, I have 6 cups of coffee. I haven't stopped all morning. Do you understand me when I speak that quickly? Pues hay gente que habla así que cuidado. So remember, even when you understand me, it doesn't mean you're going to understand him or her or them. Everybody speaks differently, and everybody's got a lot to say in a little bit of time. Right?
Right.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my student who's got a lot to say, and she can understand me when I speak this quickly. Welcome, Anna. Hello, Anna. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay. I think I'm...
Yeah,
I don't
see
know.
that.
I don't know. I got a lot of crazy energy. All right, well, today we're going to talk a little bit about cabrearse,
Okay.
to goat, right? Cabrearse is to goat?
Is it?
No. She's like, no, it can't be. To goat. I'm very goated. Estoy muy cabreado. No, we don't say goated.
Cabreado. No. How can we say estoy cabreado? Estoy enfadado. Estoy enojado.
I'm angry.
I'm angry.
I don't know if I can say the other. I'm
You
not
say,
sure.
I'm angry. Okay. How do you say me estoy poniendo enfadado?
I'm getting nervous.
I'm getting angry, not nervous.
Getting angry.
I'm angry, estoy enfadado. Me estoy poniendo.
I'm getting angry.
I'm getting angry. I'm getting very angry because you don't study. Okay, I'm joking. I'm not getting angry, but I'm just showing you. Okay, what happens? You don't want me to get angry. You don't want to see my bad side. No. Okay, to get angry. Okay, what about to go crazy? He went crazy. He went crazy.
Uh-huh.
My boss, I showed up late to work all week, and he went crazy.
He lost it.
He lost it. Muy bien. He lost it. He went crazy. He got angry. He went mad. To go mad. Right? He went mad. He went crazy. He got mad. ¿Ves? Hay muchas formas, nos cabreamos mucho, parece. So vamos a repasarlos. Okay, every day I get angry. Yesterday,
I got angry.
lately,
I've gotten angry.
I've gotten angry. Every day I go crazy. Yesterday, y lo tienes que decir así.
Yesterday I went crazy.
No, pero yesterday I went crazy.
I went crazy.
Yesterday I went crazy. Lately,
I've gone crazy.
lately I've gone crazy. You have to go like this when you say, okay? Lately I've gone crazy. Every day I get mad. Yesterday I,
Got mad.
and lately
I've gotten mad.
I've gotten mad. Every day I go nuts. Es otra forma. I go nuts when I hear that. Yesterday
I went nuts.
I went nuts. Lately
I've gone nuts.
I've gone nuts. Okay? Another one. To blow your top. To blow your top. Have you ever blown your top?
Oh yes, I have.
Yeah, I blow my top easily. I'm trying not to, though. I try not to get angry very often. But the only problem about that is you bottle it up, como decimos, y lo aguantas, y entonces you go crazy. You go mad. You get mad. You get angry. You go nuts. You blow your top. Have you ever blown your top?
Yes, I have. Many times.
Yes, I blow my top.
Yes, I've blown my top.
I blow my top. Every day I blow my top. Yesterday
I blew my top.
and lately,
I've blown my top.
I've blown my top. Okay, I've been getting angry lately. I've blown my top. Okay, another one. To hit the roof. Dar a la, no a la azotea,
Techo?
al techo. You can envision. Yesterday I hit the roof. Every day my boss hits the roof. Yesterday
He hit the roof.
and lately,
He's hit the roof.
he's hit the roof. When he saw the figures, las cifras, he hit the roof. He went crazy. He went crazy. Okay, to lose it. Esa me gusta mucho también. He lost it. You should have seen it. Tenías que haberlo visto. You should have seen it. He lost it. He went nuts. He went crazy. See? They're all the same things, right? And also to get pissed off. Have you heard this one before?
Yes.
No está aquí en la tarjeta, pero es una que decimos. Okay? Do you get pissed off?
Yes, I do.
What kind of things piss you off?
Ignorance pisses me off.
Okay, sure.
Bad manners pisses me off.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know.
Rude people.
Yes.
I think rude, I mean, the same thing as bad manners. Rude people piss me off. They get me angry. I go mad. I go crazy. I blow my top.
Hit the roof.
I lose it. I hit the roof. ¿Cuántas maneras tenemos de decir para decir que me estoy cabreando, me estoy enfadando? Another one, to flip out. I tell my Spanish friend, ¿cómo se dice estás flipando, tío? Say, you're flipping out. He said, no puede ser. They go, yeah, you're flipping out. Have you ever flipped out?
Yes, I have.
Okay, ask me if I've ever flipped out on anyone, because we flip out on someone.
Oh, have you ever flipped out on anyone?
Yeah, I've flipped out on people, yeah. Last week I flipped out on someone. It wasn't pretty. I flipped out. I was like, no way. No, this is where I draw the line. Hasta aquí. Decimos, that's where I draw the line. Hasta aquí. Has llegado. That's where I draw the line. I flipped out. I went crazy.
You went nuts.
I went nuts.
You hit the roof.
I hit the roof.
You got pissed off.
I got pissed off.
You got
I
angry.
lost it.
You lost it.
I lost it. I went nuts. I went angry. I got angry. Pardon, not went angry. I got angry. I hit the roof. I lost it. I flipped out. You should have seen him. I flipped out on him yesterday. I feel bad. Siento un poco mal because I flipped out on him yesterday. Okay, to flip out. Another one, to go ballistic. Have you heard this one?
Yes, I have.
¿Tú crees que nos enfadamos muchos los anglosajones?
Maybe.
Para tener tantas frases pero la verdad es que se usa en todos. No es exageración. We use all of these. Okay? So, to go ballistic. Ask me if I've ever gone ballistic.
Have you ever gone ballistic?
I don't think I've ever gone ballistic. Almost. Ballistic suena ahora mucho más fuerte. He went ballistic yesterday. You should have seen it. He went ballistic. Y también aquí usamos on. He went ballistic on his colleagues. Eso es ya cuando lo tomas con alguien. Right? The same we said, to flip out on someone. They flipped out on me. I don't know why. Todos me echaron una bronca. They flipped out on me. Right? Okay? They blew their top. They blew their top. Okay? Ask me if my boss has ever gone ballistic.
Has your boss ever gone ballistic?
No, he's never gone ballistic. Not that I've seen. Ask me if my boss's boss has ever gone ballistic.
Has your boss's boss ever gone ballistic?
I can imagine. I don't know. I've never seen it, and I don't want to see it. All right, don't get angry. Don't get mad. We'll see you next time. Ciao.
Hello and welcome back. Oye, ¿cuántos sois? How many of you are there? How many of you are there? How many of you are there? ¿Cuántos sois? Okay, how many of you are there? This is interesting. This is funny. I enjoy teaching this. Let's go to camera number 1, please. Okay. If you go to a restaurant, if you invite 3 other people, to a restaurant, then there are 4 of you in all, right? You and the 3 others. There are 4 of you in all. En inglés no decimos in total, decimos in all. Now, and when you enter the restaurant, you see the head waiter. And if you say, we are 4, the head waiter in New York or in London will look at you and say, hello, 4. I'm Manolo, or I'm Pablo, I'm Paul, I'm John, I'm Edward. Hello, 4. Okay? Because when you say, we are 2, we are 3, es en lugar de decir, we are humanos. We are humans, we are people, we are Spanish, we are 4. It sounds strange in English. We understand it. I mean, if you go to a restaurant in Chicago and you walk into the restaurant and say, we are 4. The head waiter will know you're not native. He'll know you're foreign, okay? But they understand. Now, in the States, in England, I'm not sure. But in the States, the head waiter will ask, how many of you are there? Literalmente, ¿cuántos de ustedes hay? How many of you? ¿Cuántos de ustedes? How many of you are there? And of course, the answer is, there are 2 of us, there are 3 of us, there are 4 of us, okay? Another way is you say, a table for 4, please. This is very easy. A table for 4, a table for 4, a table for 2, a table for 3, a table for 5. And in the United States especially, again, in the UK and Ireland, I'm not sure, it's very common for a head waiter, the maitre d', there are 2 words for el maître. The maitre d', maître, the French word maître, de salon, de, and the de se queda en inglés, the maitre d', or the head waiter. I prefer head waiter. So, another way the head waiter does in the United States is to approach it. How big is your party? How big? ¿Cómo de grande? ¿Cuán grande? How big is your party? Okay. Party has many meanings. Party means fiesta. Party. Party also means partido político. Partido como partido político. Political party. Okay. Party also means las partes en un acuerdo. Por ambas partes. Both parties. Ambas partes acuerdan que a la fecha de entrada en vigor, both parties agree. También terceros. Daños a terceros. Third party. A terceras partes. Third party. Okay? And a party is also a group that go to a restaurant or to a disco together. A party. Okay? And so the waiter asks you, how big is your party? You say, a party of 4, please. And if you need to wait, you sit down and have a drink, and you're waiting for a table to be available. And sometimes, over a loudspeaker, a girl or a man will say, Johnson, party of 4, please. Johnson, party of 4. And that means you. Or they can say, Gegundez, party of 7, please. Gegundez, party of 7. And then you know that's you, Mr. Gegundez. And so you and your 6 friends get up and go to occupy your table. All right. But what you need to remember is we don't say in English, we are 4. Éramos 3 en la reunión. We were 3. No, there were 3 of us in the meeting. There were 3 of us in the meeting. How many of you were there in the party? How many people were there? En la fiesta noche, fiesta de Navidad, fuimos o estábamos 8. There were 8 of us. Hubo o había 8 de nosotros. There were 8 of us. How many of there were there? How many of you were there? How many of you? How many of them? ¿Cuántos eran? How many of them were there? There were 8 of them. Okay. 8 de ellos. 8 of them. Okay. Now, when you go to restaurants, you need to remember this, but don't worry. If you say we are 7, they will understand you, okay? And they will smile. Not laugh, because it's not funny, but they will smile, because it's cute, es mono, to speak like that. We are 7, okay? But the funny answer would be, hello, 7. We are Americans or British. Okay, where is 7? All right? What country is 7? All right? Etc. But in any case, there are 8 of us. For example, ¿cuántos sois? How many of you are there? Somos 3. There are 3 of us. Éramos 6. There were 6 of us. Serán 2. There will be 2 of them. How many people will there be? There will be 2. There will be 2 for the party. Okay? Serán 2. There will be 2 of them. Éramos 6. There were 6 of us. Okay? When you go to a restaurant, remember this. And when you talk about groups, there were at least 20 of us at the party. Yeah. How many members of the team were there at the after-game party? Well, of the 22 team members, there were 7 of us more. There were 12 or 13 of us at the party. There were. And tomorrow at the celebration, at the cocktail party tomorrow, how many of you will there be there? Well, tomorrow there will be about, I think most of us will be there. Most of us will be there. There are 22 players on the team. Perez is injured. He may not go because he's still in rehabilitation. So maybe there will be 21 of us there. Maybe there will be 21 of us there. Okay? And of the other team, Equipo B, I think all 22 of them will be there. There will be 22 of them. Maybe not, because I know that Johnson's father is very ill and lives in Cincinnati. So Johnson may be in Cincinnati. So on the B team, there will be maybe 21 of them as well. There will be 21 of us, and maybe there will be 21 of them as well. Okay? Because Johnson has to be in Cincinnati because of this. All right? And Perez is injured and rehabilitating. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Hello there, my name's David Waddell. It's me again, I'm afraid. And we're going to look at some vocabulary and we're going to look at an expression. ¿Cuántos sois? Somos cinco. Estas cosas, okay? But first of all, let's say hello to David. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How
Are you well?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you.
Yes, I'm well too.
Okay.
Thank you. So let's look at the vocabulary, first of all. The first verb is to preach. To preach. How do you say to preach in Spanish?
Predicar.
Predicar o predecir también.
O predecir también.
Predecir.
Okay.
Son iguales, ¿no?
No.
No. Dime por qué no.
Okay.
Why not?
Predicar is what priests, for example, they do.
Yeah.
They preach.
Yes.
And predecir is another. Predecir is to look into the future.
Ah, okay. So
Yes.
this is more predicar.
Yes, it's
Casi,
predicar.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So to preach, predicar, or sometimes predecir. A veces, hay confusión, pero
Okay.
vamos a decir los dos. Okay, the second one is mattress. Mattress. What is mattress?
Colchón.
Colchón. Good. And say it in English.
Mattress.
Mattress, mattress. And number 3 is a very useful adjective when you come from England, like me. Rainy, rainy. What does rainy mean?
Lluvioso.
Lluvioso, because I come from a very rainy country.
Yes.
Very rainy country. It rains all the time. You wouldn't believe it. So the next verb is a phrasal verb, is to phase out. To phase out. Any idea what that could mean? To phase out.
Retirar progresivamente.
Yeah, or eliminar in fases. Yeah, to phase out a product, for example. If you have a lot of problems with a product and you want to slowly stop selling it, you phase it out, for example. The fifth word, let's move on, shall we? The fifth word is recognition. Recognition. What does that mean?
Reconocimiento.
Very easy, wasn't it? That last one was very easy. How do you say that in English?
Recognition.
Recognition. Okay, so let's go through it again. So, predicar o predecir.
To preach.
To preach, good. Colchón.
Mattress.
Mattress, very good. Lluvioso.
Rainy.
Rainy, good. And eliminar in fases,
To phase out.
good. And reconocimiento.
Recognition.
Recognition. Very good. So 5 words, please learn them. Very important. So now, how do you say ¿cuántos sois? ¿Cuántos sois? In a restaurant, for example, you're asking, you want to have a table, and the waiter says ¿cuántos sois? How do you say that in English? Don't you dare say how many are you? That's very wrong.
How many of you are there?
Very good. How many of you are there? How many of you are there? So literally, ¿cuántos de vosotros hay? We say. Very strange, a bit retorcido, but that's how we say it. So, how many of you are there? Okay, so let's go through a lot of possibilities.
Okay.
So, for example, somos 15. Momento. Somos 15 en casa. How do you say that? Somos 15. Not we are 15. No? Not we are 15, but how do you say that?
There are 15 of us.
Of us. Muy bien, there are 15 of us. Hay 15 de nosotros, or something like that. It would be the literal translation, but that's how we say it. There are 15 of us. There are 15 of us. Repeat.
There are 15 of us.
Good. In casa, there are 15 of us. Repeat. Very good. Somos 15. If you say we are 15 with the verb to be, it implies that you're talking about your age, like tienes 15 años. Yeah? So it's un poco raro. Son 20. Son 20. How do you say that? Son 20. Very good. David?
There are 20 of them.
Good. There are 20 of them. Again?
There are 20 of them.
There are 20 of them. There are 20 of them. Repeat. Very good. Okay, another one. How do you say no somos muchos? No somos muchos. A ver. Difficult word. No somos muchos. A ver, David, can you say no somos muchos?
There aren't a lot of us.
Good. There aren't a lot of us, or
There aren't many of us.
Very good. There aren't many of us. There aren't a lot of us, or there aren't many of us. Repeat.
There aren't many of us.
Good. And a lot.
And there aren't a lot of us.
There aren't a lot. Not aren't, but aren't. You say it very well.
There aren't a lot of us.
You have been taught very, very well.
Yes, I've been taught with you.
Of course, and other very good teachers as well. Okay, let's do a question this time. A question. Son tres. Son tres. A ver. Son tres. I mean, how would we form the question, the interrogative?
Are there three of them?
Are there three of them? Very good, repeat.
Are there three of them?
Perfect, with a three, with a lengua, ali, three. Are there three of them? Repeat. Very good. Are there three of them? Okay. Son muchos. Son muchos. Afirmativo. Son muchos. A ver. Son muchos.
There are a lot of them.
Good. There are a lot of them. Again.
There are a lot of them.
Good. There are a lot of them. Them? Can you say them?
Them.
Yeah, go on.
There are a lot of them.
Muy bien. That's brilliant. Absolutely very good. So let's do another one, shall we? Somos muchos. Somos muchos. A ver, somos muchos. Qué fácil es, ¿no? Somos muchos. Very good. Somos muchos.
There are a lot of us.
There are a lot of us. There are a lot of us. Hay muchos de nosotros. O algo así.
Uh-huh.
Let's do another one. Sois muchos. Sois muchos. A ver. Very good. Sois muchos.
Are there a lot of you?
Are there a lot of you? Are there a lot of you? Repeat.
Are there a lot of you?
Very good. And again.
Are there a lot of you?
Good. Are there a lot of you?
Are there a lot of you?
Even better. Okay. No son muchos. No son muchos. A ver. Very good, David. No son muchos.
There aren't a lot of them.
Good. Or.
There aren't many of them.
Good. There aren't many of them. There aren't many of them. Or there aren't a lot of them. There aren't a lot of them. Repeat one more time.
There aren't a lot of them.
And with many?
There aren't many of them.
Very good. Dum, dum, dum. There aren't many of them. There aren't many of them. Se dice, pero yeah. There aren't many of them. We like to eat
Okay.
vowels. We don't like vowels. We just eat them. So
Okay.
dum, dum. Okay. Sois seis. Sois seis. Very good. Sois seis.
Are there six of you?
Very good. Are there six of you? Repeat.
Are there six? Are there six of you?
Are there six of you? Again.
Are there six of you?
Very good. In casa, are there six of you? Repeat. Very good. Are there six of you? Okay. ¿Cuántos erais? Erais, ¿sí? En la fiesta. ¿Cuántos erais en la fiesta?
How many of you were there at the party?
Very good. How many of you were there at the party? How many of you were there at the party? Repeat. Very good. Let's do one for you at home. ¿Cuántos seréis? ¿Cuántos seréis? Very good. David, ¿cuántos seréis?
How many of you will you be?
Uy, 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 uy. Will you be? No.
I don't know. How many?
Will there be?
Will there be? Yes.
Ah, got you at the end.
How many of you will there be?
Repeat.
How many of you will there be?
Very good. In casa, how many of you will there be? Repeat. Very good. Okay. ¿Seréis 20 a cenar?
Will there be 20 of you to dinner?
To dinner. Very good. Will there be 20 of you to dinner? That's all we have time for. Thank you, David.
Thank
you
you
at home, and bye-bye.
Okay, class number 154 is now history, and we are making progress. We're moving forward. It's interesting. My students complain from time to time that, it takes forever to learn English. Yeah, I know. It took me forever to learn Spanish. Do you know how many years I spent? You know, I think that the Spanish language was my priority. Priority, number one priority, for at least 4 consecutive years. 4 straight years. Reading everything I could get my hands on. Everything from essays by Unamuno to comic books. Okay? Reading and reading, devouring the Spanish language. And it took me a long time to gain a good ability. So it takes a long time. Pero vale la pena. It's worth it.